just where?
Oh no!
Yo,
Yo,
Your
what if
Honor.
like 50 people just joined right now?
Smile.
There's
Your
gonna be a
Honor.
red dot in his forehead soon.
Your Honor,
Whoa.
I object. Your Honor, I
Oh,
object.
XQC is in here, bro. Let up XQC, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, hold
Okay.
on. Hold on, wait.
Hold up,
Yo,
no one
let up
let them
XQC.
die,
Let
though.
up XQC.
Except them, except them.
Hold on, wait. I want to talk about the topic though. I feel like there's no absolute answer to this, especially because
No one
gender
let
is
them
something
up,
that
guys.
is more of a social.
I'm here, by the way. I'm already here,
Excuse me.
so.
Oh,
I
sorry,
feel
my
like
bad.
gender
Now
gender
you're
is
good.
something that of a.
You're good.
Excuse me.
No, but they already did though,
Hey.
so it doesn't matter.
Hey man.
Oh.
So I
Hey.
feel like gender is
Receiving.
that of a social construct, something that is used to kind of weaponize the herd mindset. So ideally, I don't understand how people can find a minute detail such as gender and try to blow it into a high proportion, you let alone label it as something.
I agree.
like
That's a
that.
good
I like
point. I
that.
agree. I agree.
Yo, bro.
This like the best take I've heard thus far, personally.
Yo,
Okay.
let up XQC. I want to see how he feels about this.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard his piece about it. So.
Yo,
Dude,
bring it
how
back
are
to
there so
you.
many people here? Yo.
There's a
so
streamer
just
in here,
that's-
bro. Let up XQC.
No,
Oh, there
I
we
think
go.
you should be whatever you want to be, man. That's simple.
I-
No.
I-
That's
I-
terrible
Why not?
mindset.
Why not?
I
XQC?
appreciate that. That's pretty.
Wait.
cool.
Hey, can you elaborate on why that is a terrible mindset?
Well,
Because I don't think telling people that you can be whatever you want to be is just a terrible mindset. I mean, why are you lying to
I
people?
mean, obviously,
Why would that be terrible?
It's not-
Why
it's
is
not-
it so weird?
what do you mean lying? You
That's
know,
kind
no,
of
how is
dangerous.
that
The reality is that
terrible, though?
I think-
I wouldn't say
dangerous. Like you just said, it's
terrible. I would
dangerous.
say,
I think you're uneducated because
okay, how is it?
I think that
how is it
people
dangerous?
feel.
XQC, your mic is a little bit far.
Is it,
Yeah,
is
turn
it better
your
now?
mic up.
Is it better now?
Millionaire
talk.
Is it better now?
Yeah,
That's just glazing.
Hi,
Nice.
Mr.
No, no.
Felix just
XQC,
got
Yo,
engaged
guys,
to
go on
my
stake.com right now.
This
This is the actual real XQC, by the way, so lock in.
Guys, what about
know
this
that,
mic? Is
bro.
that good?
Please, yeah,
I'm a
please.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Really?
Just let him
Really?
see him, I
Let him
guess.
speak right now.
You guys unseated him.
Oh, I'm touching myself now. XQC. Oh, buddy, we gotta wrap it up.
Anyways, no, I feel like it's
Seat
a
me.
terrible mindset. I don't think you should lie to people. I don't think you should tell people they can be stuff they can't be.
Is
I
that,
feel like it only does more harm than good. Like, yeah, you guys can try to be like all inclusive, but nah, bro, it does more harm than
But I
good.
still haven't heard
Unfortunately,
why.
I just told you why it does more harm than good.
Name
Alright.
an example of
Save
when
me,
it has done
save
more
me,
harm than
save
good
me,
to tell
save me.
somebody to just be themselves.
Wait, this is the
What if they're a
actual
sociopath?
XQC.
see me.
I looked up
Yes, it is.
XQC
Bro,
Roblox
we
account.
get it. Okay, we get it, bro. We get it. We
I,
get it.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do
Hurry
that.
up.
Isn't that like the
Yo,
Yo,
stream
guys,
guy?
guys,
Yep.
I think if you don't
It's-
agree with me, you're uneducated because you know the difference between S. Alright, man.
Oh, why are you
Oh,
getting
wait,
rid
wait,
I kind of want to
Alright,
talk to
bro.
XQC.
Alright,
I
okay.
got talk.
Oh, he left. Oh, he's leaving now.
Alright.
Oh, bye, XQC.
Alright. Put me in.
XQC.
Put me in.
How did you
Jordan.
say?
Oh. Oh, I see how it is. They bullied me because I called them uneducated, which they are, and they got mad. Bang. He's right. Yeah, I mean, he's right. Yeah, I think I've seen enough of this. Well, I didn't mean insult, man. I mean, that's what I said.
From that entire problem, you know.
We need to defund
know, us-
them. Honestly, if it was up to me, I would defund it
100%.
so Congress would approve. Congress would improve.
Yeah, I know. Congress would not approve.
You know what's
Oh,
crazy?
yep.
How we're actually
Why,
funding
why
key
is
operations.
dude? Everyone is. What in the?
I think this is a raid. I
Oh,
think this is
Somebody,
a raid.
somebody
no,
botted
it's-
the broadcast, guys. Somebody
Go
botted
on,
this.
Monkey XQC.
Why is
Yeah, what's up,
XQC?
Lock it down.
XQC,
Guys,
what's up,
lock it
bro?
down. Somebody
Hey,
botted
what's
it
up?
quickly. Who's what?
Wait, lock it down.
Yeah, lock it all
Oh,
down.
great.
Lock it down.
How do I do that? How do I do that?
Now,
Oh my gosh, we're gonna crash the thing.
explain your take. Isn't Tel Aviv just one place? Isn't it just one city?
I mean, Israel is the problem in the Middle East. That you
Is he
can't
live
put
on
that in
Kick
the
or is he,
title.
I mean, this is probably AI, but is he live on
What do
Kick
you
or
mean
is
by
he,
that?
live
The
on-
No,
problem.
he's
I think there's multiple problems out there. No.
Wait, is it our
Well,
server?
again, I know, dude. Well, every single problem goes back to Israel and the Middle East because, you know, this entire war in Iran goes back to, I mean, Marco Rubio literally said it. He said we're going in because Israel said they're going in, so we had to go.
Is
in with them.
that a good source?
So-
Is that a good source?
It's the Secretary of State of the United States. He literally
okay.
said it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, yeah. Israel is the problem. They keep dragging us into all these endless wars. I mean, we literally just restarted the war because Israel won't get out of Lebanon. That was part of the MOU, and Israel wouldn't leave Lebanon. So now we're going back to war because, I mean, see the thing about Israeli politics that you have to understand is that they started this war thinking that they were going to destroy Iran, and that the fact that Benjamin Netanyahu has failed, or seemingly has failed, will basically get him kicked out of office. And if he's kicked out of office, he's going to be tried for treason or corruption, because he basically has suspended elections in the state of Israel. So he has to keep the war going, so that he can say that we're still fighting Iran, we're still about to destroy them, and we're going to achieve hegemony over the Middle East. And again, like I said, if the war stops, then
So what?
then he's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be in prison.
but what caused all this though? Because what if you wind the clock back before that though?
Mm-hmm.
I always
the
wonder what
foundational-
happens before, because there's always, if you think about an argument with somebody, right? There's always maybe we had a problem, and then that because of another problem, all that matters. I feel like you were jumping in time. Like what happens before that made all that?
So the foundation of the state of Israel was completely at the behest of the Rothschilds in the UK. So the Rothschilds have basically lobbied the government of the British Empire to found a state for Jewish people, so that they could have a home. And basically what they wanted to do was, again, they have been persecuted in Europe for thousands of years, and they believe they had. I mean, you can make an argument, because I mean, Jewish people are Jewish, so they do have a claim to that land. But again, they created the state that is extremely expansionist and deeply embedded with the government of the United States. My main problem with Israel isn't necessarily that it's not necessarily that it's it exists in and of itself, but it's the problem that it's implicating the United States in all of these wars that it's going around, and hurting all these people. So they basically own our government. They lobby the crap out of all the European governments to basically not recognize the state in Palestine.
But why does one city own all of the United States at once, though? Like, how to do all that?
Well, you have to understand that there's an the second largest population of Jews in the entire world lives in the United States, and they are disproportionately powerful in the United States. They own a lot of. I mean, you can look at Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison just bought out, I think, Paramount and the Warner Brothers. He has the largest media conglomerate in the United States, and he owns CBS News now. Barry Weiss is the editor-in-chief at CBS News. She has no other qualifications other than that she's pro-Israel. She was a Salem.
But that's only. But that's only a few people though. Like it's kind of hard to say. They control all that, and then you name like a few companies. You know what I mean? Like what about Kraft and Nestle and all the mega overlords like Disney.
Well, like what I was getting into is Larry Ellison is like best friends with Benjamin Netanyahu. Benjamin Netanyahu takes vacations at Larry Ellison's private islands. He's the head of state of Israel. And his son, David Ellison, just bought out TikTok. They own the TikTok algorithm. I mean, they own the algorithms on multiple platforms. They basically control. Everyone knows it, because I think CBS and CNN have basically changed their entire coverage of the war in Israel, because because before Larry Ellison bought everything. they were pandering to this, this more and more radical left-wing base because it was very critical of Israel. But now that he's bought them out, they are changing it to a pro-Israel tune, and it's very evident in their recent coverage of it.
Yeah, I think
Wait,
as a bystander, I feel like looking at the story, I feel like it's slightly, perhaps, it's like very oversimplified, right? Because you bring up a possible problem, right? But an extension of that problem be how does that manifest itself? If whether let's say somebody who is of that owns something, right? That's not inherently bad unless they do affect in a way that does something bad, right? So if they just own it and it doesn't have any effect on it, then I don't see the problem in it.
Well, I agree with you. Them owning something isn't inherently bad because, again, I love everybody. I don't think anybody's, like inherently evil. But the thing is that they do have a group identity. They do see themselves as part of a group. And you can ask, like, probably 95% of them, and they do see themselves as part of this group. And they act as a part of this group. They help each other climb the rungs of power. They give each other promotions based on nothing other than their loyalty to each other. And I think there was also
that's the world. Let's be honest. I think this is an undeniable.
Not necessarily. I don't think so.
I mean, nepotism and all that, and that is literally the foundation of the whole world.
Right, but well, I'm talking about strictly based on ethnicity. This is what they operate on. I don't think that Europeans are very individualist. I don't think that we necessarily operate in this way, but they do. They do operate in this kind of this. It's not. I wouldn't call it a hive mind because that just kind of sounded dehumanizing. But it is like a siege mentality. Because I mean, if you really ask any one of those people, I mean, they do, whether secular or religious, I mean, they do really have a chip on their shoulder against things like the Roman Empire for, displacing them, or, they do have this, this generational resentment for Europe and all these kinds of things. And they have used their institutional power to capture, especially the United States, but also governments in Europe, to fund the state of Israel so that they can achieve a superpower in the Middle East and dominate that that region of the world. And I mean, they have a plan going back as far as the 1980s. I'm not sure if it was Ben-Gvir or I forget which prime minister was exactly, but they literally have an entire plan to do what they did in Syria, which was basically to instigate civil wars, destroy all these countries, and break them up along sectarian and ethnic lines to where there are a bunch of micro-states, and they can micromanage each small population individually, whether, instead of dealing with a state like Iran, which has 90 million people, a massive middle class, they want to break it up on ethnic lines.
You know what, then I think, let's say this was all true and it all manifested itself that you say it does. I still think that generalizing isn't productive. It's dehumanizing. And at the end of the day, it achieves the exact opposite of the goals that people say that they're trying to achieve. Bang! The truth nuke.
Listen. I think that we have to. I think we have to live in reality. I just think that we have to deal with these things, and things like this are extremely are hurting a lot of people around the world. And I mean, really. I do think that, again, there was a study that came out, I think it's around 87 to 95% of them are Zionists. And they do believe in, I mean, you can, even the left and right in Israel do believe in annexing the Gaza and the West Bank. So, I mean,
interesting.
They really,
I will read up on this. I'll do my night reading, and I'll get back to you on that.
Sure.
Wait, X, can I say something?
Thank you for your I think you're pretty well spoken, and and you know what? I think you're cordial, and I respect that as an arguer. And
well, I think
+1.
I appreciate your grind, dude. I really do have respect for people that make it big on platforms like yours. So I respect that. I think that you've done a great job for yourself. So.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, I didn't want to be rude or whatever, so I didn't interrupt you or whatever. It seems more. Listen, I bit on more than I could chew. It seems like a big topic. This is why I take my lead. It's not because I'm biased or I'm anyway. It's because I'm not trying to make statements based off of what you're saying or whatever. I don't have enough information, so I will go do an ox battle. or something even worse. But hey, yo, you guys enjoy yourself, man. Thanks for the talk.
Hey,
Man.
you too.
I
Have a
want to
great night,
say
XQC.
something.
See you guys. There were, I mean, the guy didn't get heated or mad.